What's up, y'all? Welcome to Nucleus eSports. I'm your host, Byron Kent, and today we're going to talk to you about some Rocket League, a little bit of Overwatch, 2K, and some COD news. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notification. And make sure you follow us at all our social media handles at Nucleus_eSports. Now let's get into it. It's week 3 of the RLCS, and things are really heating up, leading up to the final weeks of the regular season. Here are the first 2 top highlights of this week.
The block on Roll Diz doesn't come through. Now Hoxer, haven't seen too much of him in game 1, but really haven't seen much of anyone.
They've kept it close. Both teams a little quiet. Now we see a double commit chance for Cloud9. Numbers advantage.
Opportunity for Torm, and it's an open net, but a weak shot. Ajax gets bumped out of the way. It was a lot closer than Cloud9 wanted, and they still get it.
That double commit, that was the end for them. Squishy with the good 50-50. Torment, not a strong shot, but you see the bump coming off the wall.
Sit out, minute left. All tied up. Great choice there from Gyro to clear that one away, and G2 looking for the corner. Chicago goes and a bump on JNAP's. Opportunity now for Reynolds. It's downfield. Nobody's back from G2 because the Knights took him out.
They just jumped on this play, missed so fast. And Gyro, the immediate turn. The Knights react so fast. They find each other in the chaos. And that high-speed counterattack completely catches G2 out.
In Overwatch this week, there was a lot of movements, and teams are retooling and tweaking their rosters. The biggest move this offseason so far has been Hydration being released from LA Gladiators. And now, he's a Houston Outlaw. Here are the rest of the transaction from the Overwatch League this week. The Boston Uprising released Aim God, Persia, Alamal, RCK, and DPS Stellar. Additionally, the Hangzhou Spark assistant coach Supreme has left the team. The Houston Outlaws, they hire a coach, Harsha Bandy. Arham was released from the team, as well as Hydration, which we all know. The New York Excelsior, the tank Mecca was released, and also the coach Pravani has left the team. The London Spitfire, they added a few coaches, Pravani, Awesome Guy, and Twinkle. The Paris Eternals, Feifei, their head coach, has left the team, and 9K has joined the team as their head coach. The Toronto Defiance, they will pick up Feifei as their head coach. And last but not least, the Washington Justice has picked up Roar from the LA Gladiators. And make sure you stay tuned for the upcoming transaction for the Overwatch League offseason. In other Overwatch news, we have some Overwatch World Cup teams announced. The United Kingdom team will consist of DPS, KYB, and KSP, tanks, SMEC, and fusions. The support is Boombox, Cruz, and Funny Astro. The coaches that will be joining them is former Philadelphia Fusion head coach Hayes, the general manager Stalusa, and community manager Bad Pachimari. And the Australia team has been announced as well. Their DPS is Lead You Up, CKM, Face, their tanks, Trill, and Punk, their support, Tongue and Unter. And they will be accompanied by their coaches, Gumba, their general manager, RQT, and community manager, Frogger.
The pass out to Hoxer here. He gets it to him, but Hoxer's not able to find the shot, and Rogue crash back into their own box. Get the defense built back up. And some key demos could have opened up some space. A nice shot here. This one gets all 3 defenders. Roldiz puts it on target, and that's Birds with the lead.
Well, this is just, Kronovi goes for the challenge, and it just pops right into the middle. And strong touch, double commit though. I mean, Kronovi and AJ got to figure that out. I don't know if they ran into each other at all. I'd have to take another couple of looks at that, but one way or the other, that was not a tough touch to come up with when they're all ready and waiting. One push Turbo out of position.
Pushing up. Now back down Justin to the corner. Flying high for this one. He left the ground before the ball bounced, I'm pretty sure here. This is insane. Watch this. Yeah,
Yep.
Look at that. He left the ground. It bounced 2 times.
He read it perfect.
That's insane.
He read it perfectly.
Oh my goodness.
In Call of Duty League news this week, the team logos have been revealed. With the new logos being revealed, we'll get to see the color scheme that the teams will represent in the upcoming season. Also, Call of Duty has announced their home and away format for this season. Teams will travel to the opponent's respective cities to play against each other in the regular season for a $1 million prize pool. This will begin on November 9th, 2 weeks after the game is released. Also, Call of Duty Challengers is the official path for the professional competitive for amateur teams. This past week, the NBA 2K League had their 2019 expansion draft. And here are the results. The 2 teams that were involved in the expansion draft was the Hornets Venom GT and Gen G. The first pick went to the Hornets Gaming, who picked up Type. The second pick was to Gen G, who they chose Turn Up Defense. The first pick of round 2 was chosen by Gen G, and they picked up ZDS, who was traded back to the Sixers for 2 picks. The second pick of round 2 made by the Hornets, who they chose Strainer. The third round, Hornets had first pick, and they chose Mo from Mavs Gaming, but they traded them back for a pick. The last pick was by Gen G, though they didn't pick up anyone. NBA 2K also had a few transactions this week. May was traded from the Pistons to the Magic for a first round pick. Nate Cow, who was traded from the Nets Gaming to Pacers Gaming for a first round pick. And also, Kingsguard Gaming has traded BP and picks to the Hawks Gaming for that boy shots and picks. And our final transaction for this week in NBA 2K is Ramos and some picks being traded from the Pacers to the Pistons.
Space Station. Yeah. Confidence after the first 2 weeks of the season. You make a change on your roster, you want to be good, you want to be better than you were. So, week 3, no time better to turn it around. Good pass from Gimmick, shot from Torment, and there, good pass from Gimmick. Cloud9 finally on the board.
And I love to see it from Torment, predicting where Gimmick's going to hit it, and having confidence in your teammates right now from Gimmick, getting that flick out, and what a finish from Torment. But that's the Cloud9 we're used to, taking advantage and seeing where your teammates are, the pass and the play that they can create, and having confidence that they will execute it properly.
Ball. They tried to catch it. Not a good touch from Rizzo. Kronovi has to force that ball to the corner. G2 trying to play this slow out of their own half, really trying to control the ball. JNaps flips it over one, but he's blocked. Rizzo follows this up back. Wonder can't get there in time. Rizzo moves past 2 defenders, and it's loose in front of the box. Chicago punishes. Big goal for G2.
Disaster strikes for Kronovi. I mean, he's last back. He's got to make this hit. Rotating in, can't predict it. A weirder bounce, I will say, but Chicago, he's going to punish on that and finish it out. G2 start off strong again.
Amazing highlight this week. And shouts out to PK for beating another Big 4 team in the RLCS. That'll be all for this week. I'm your host, Byron Kent, and this is Nucleus eSports.
Do it faster. Do it faster. Go faster, 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 faster.